Okay. I'm a bit far away. Hi. Welcome to the stream. So, first, before we dive in, I have to show you the funniest shit I read today. I don't follow the NixOS drama. I don't really care about the NixOS drama. I don't care what's going on there. As long as the distro works and the packages are made, I don't. Honestly, I don't fucking give it. I don't give a flying fuck. But someone posted that on Reddit. This is someone complaining, basically, about, like, something we will read it in a moment. It's extremely funny to me. Like, I read that and I was losing my shit for 30 minutes. So, my original message on the forum I'm gonna read that, has been deleted without notice. My name is Karim, and I recently joined the NixOS forum. A couple of weeks ago, I reached out to some community members and the steering committee, so I don't remember what is the steering committee. Something important, I guess. That's how out of the loop I am. Alright. By email with some questions. Since I haven't received any response, I'm opening this thread to raise these concerns publicly. Okay. I'd like us to keep the discussion service and respectful. You'll see. My intention isn't to launch a personal attack or to have this message removed, but simply to highlight publicly available statement and ask for clarification. Given the current situation where several moderators have stepped down, because apparently several moderators of the moderation team have stepped down because of the steering committee and blah blah blah, some office politics basically. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care, frankly. So yeah, and that's it. I believe the steering committee has only to take a hard look at its own actions, or in some cases its lack of action. The reason I'm starting this is to raise legitimate concern about the public conduct of steering committee member Gabriela. I don't know who that is. I didn't know who that is until then. My goal here is to encourage transparency and accountability in the way our community is governed. One post in particular that I found troubling was, if you could change anything about the Nix language, what would you change to creator at Forcefem Ilko? So, let's just go on to say for that. Together. Alright. The creator, okay. This person. I don't know, I didn't know this person. Let's just check their profile, her profile. Author of diallang.org and trygrace.dev, professional dog girl, endurance center, and principal engineer at Mercury. I'm a midwife to the in-between and everything, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, this person is following. Whatever. So, sure. That's kind of like a personal account. Okay. Let's go back to that. This is not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to that. The creator at Forcefem Ilko. That's it. That's just a fucking joke. Maybe they know each other, maybe they don't. I don't know. That's a fucking joke, right? Like, I don't see it anything than just a fucking joke. Other posts from the same individual are also controversial. My girl is such a goddamn good pet. She's so brilliant, differential, and submissive. I couldn't ask for a better. I'm not gonna say that because YouTube, but you get my ID. So they're talking about their kinks. Nixcon such a sausage face, cringe. Alright, that's. I guess I can give it to them. Fine. We need to get when I can just fuck my girl all the time. Talk about their fucking kinks. That is just nothing. By email, I've been told that some of these comments may come from a particular subcultural context and are not meant to be taken literally. So you received responses by email, but apparently they didn't. So, okay. While I acknowledge that intent and context can shape our statement was originally made, my concern is less about intent and more about perception and impact. That stinks. Outsiders or newcomers to the community will inevitably interpret such remarks at face value. Bro, I've been in the community for like 6 years, even more. I did some PRs, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if I did. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't do PRs, but I have like repos that people use, like with Flex and stuff, okay? Like, I've been using Nix for so long. I didn't know who that person was, until you brought it in. And even then, there is nothing on their profile that give me, oh, that's the same person on the steering committee, for fuck's sake. I don't know this person. I don't care. That's just, it's so fucking funny to me. Like, there is discouraging participation, creating a normal calming atmosphere. I don't know why. This person is just talking on their personal profile and they can do whatever the fuck they want on personal profile. And damaging the project's reputation outside the community. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They're just king shaming. Shut the fuck up. Remarks like this, especially for someone presenting the NixOS governance structure, but they don't. On that specific account, they don't. That's the point, they don't. Because, okay. They don't reflect the inclusive community standards and respectful culture we want to uphold. I don't see why. Leaders set the tone and the bar for credibility and professionalism is naturally higher when someone holds a governance role. But before that, nobody fucking cares. It's not a company. Nobody cares. Most of the users of NixOS are like me. I'm literally the medium users. Sometimes I contribute. Most of the time, I just do my shit on NixOS and I hope it goes for the best, and if it does not, I will switch to something else. I don't care. The governance, I don't fucking care. And most users are like me. In fact, 80% of the users are like me. Only 20% of the users actually are into these fixed politics. That doesn't make sense, but that's really fucking funny. Adding to the consent, the message origin posted on the NixOS forum raising these questions was deleted about 15 minutes and categorized as consent trolling. I don't blame them. Because if this shit, like, if this garbage, this shitpost is honest to God, this is the best type of trolling I've seen. Like, this is comedy gold. If it's honest to God, it's comedy gold. Otherwise, it's a really elaborate troll. If someone considers serious, then why would a good faith attempt to ask for clarification be removed so quick? You're not. You're just king shaming people on a personal account based on your idea of professionalism. This is just not good. Like, it might be good faith the way you ask it, but take a look at yourself before you do that. But this collaboration only deepens the perception of a lack of transparency and accountability in how such matters are handled. Oh, what the fuck? I think it's fair to ask why a steering committee member would make this kind of statements, because that's their fucking personal account and they're talking about their kinks. Right guess, I know. And whether this behavior is consistent with the standards and purpose of the committee, it's hard to see how it benefits the long-term health of the project. I don't see how that has anything to do with the long-term health of the project, but okay. I therefore believe that it would be appropriate for Kabila to step down from the steering committee with immediate effect. No. This is not meant as a personal attack, but that's exactly what it is, by the way. It's just king shaming. But as a necessary step to reinforce confidence in the project governance, what the fuck are you talking about? The leadership position requires trust, professionalism, and accountability. Yes, and they also are allowed to have a life outside of, you know, their work. They also are allowed to post stuff on their personal fucking account. Like, this is literally a personal account. It's not like this shit is posted on the official NixOS account on Blue Sky or whatever. I don't even know if they have that, by the way. It's not even that. It's a personal account. Like, fuck off. Asking for suggestions is not about exclusion, but about ensuring that the steering committee reflects the values of transparency. No, it's just king shaming. Inclusivity and responsibility of the committee. What the fuck? To be clear, my concern isn't personal or consent trolling, it's about raising questions. Yeah, of course. Always like that. Bad faith debate is always about raising questions, making sure the NixOS community remains a welcoming, professional environment for everyone who contributes and participates. But, bro, this is, again, personal stuff. Fuck off. I'm raising this issue in good faith. No, you're not, because you're asking questions. El Famoso I'm asking questions with the hope that it will be addressed in a way that's consistent with the project's values and governance responsibilities. God. Surely it will change everything, huh? Anyway, I read that and I lost my shit, but like, I was so... It was just so fucking funny. Like, bro. Like, I don't know who that person is. I don't know what they're doing in their life. I, frankly, don't give a shit. It's more like, whatever. Like, okay. Okay, also, there is a joke, but... Hold on. I'm sure I saved it. Yeah, I saved it. Perfect. Excuse me, you don't have to see my folders, that's why. Okay, I saved it. Perfect. Perfect. Still, my fun is not really there because we're still having trouble with that. So, if you remember, not yesterday, but on Friday, I was trying to make this floor. This is supposed to be wooden board, so it's literally using this template, by the way. So just like this reference, I want to do that kind of that type of floor, but I want it to be the exact same type of wood that I have there in a way that looks good. Like I want it to look that from that distance you see it's like grainy wood, okay? But it doesn't look weird. Kind of. Doesn't look bad. It could be better. I know, but it doesn't look weird. Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if I should actually just change it. Like, increase. Like that's small boards, all right. It should be 64 by 64. So this one is 32 by 32. I think yes, 32 by 32. So I just copy pasted that, but they look small. I wonder. So okay. I might be changing the tiles again for the fucking 10,000 times, but whatever. I wonder if I should change this style to something using more gradients and stuff because I have more pixels to work with and adapt the style upon those. But then it would look weird with our character. And this is my dilemma now. Because I want to keep that style of pretty minimalistic pixel art. Pixie, it is pretty minimalistic. But I also want it to be on 64 by 64. And if I start making it with more pixels, it starts being hard. It starts being hard to make. That's my problem. If I limit to 32 by 32, which is what I have at the moment, then at least it's just too big. Right? Let me... Okay. You don't have to see that. Let me try... Like, Menchar, sprite shit. The skins and stuff, whatever. Let's go back to that so you see it. So, like, this is the main character, right? She is aligned. Like, she is 64 by 64, so she big. She big. As you can see, she big. If I put her... Oh yeah. Oh, the fun is perfect. Sorry. I need to take base. So if I copy this one and I paste her somewhere. Like that though. So she here, you can see her, as you can see. So she big. She's also great on a dark background. Like, if this was like she on the ground right now, if this was 2 floors, she would look like that, which is not an issue. Same if I put there on top of that, you see the idea. It wouldn't be an issue. But then it's weird. It's weird because, like, if I use 32 by 32, it means it needs to be upscaled. Or she needs to be downscaled, which will not happen. So it will need to be upscaled. Then it means my pixels are bigger, so I have mixels, which is an issue, and I don't want mixels. So that. But then, if I do it on 32 by 32, it means she needs to be way smaller. Like, I need to downscale her. Like, I would need to downscale her. Can I know how much I can downscale? Okay, so that's gonna be an issue, but I will need to downscale her to that, basically. So she would be downscale like that. If you downscale her, I have less position, but it means that this is one tile, okay? This small thing is a tile. So then she just look bad. Like, you can still... It's funny because even when I downscale, you can still make out that she has like boobies and stuff, so it still looks like a girl. It's just less pixels. The eyes are something, aren't they? But yeah, the boots are just sad now. But if I don't scale, it's not that bad. That's weird. Not that bad. I thought it would be worse. So I could downscale. And then I would just downscale. What the fucking shouldn't buy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, but in a way, I might need to. Because if I do that, then yeah, but no, it will still look weird. Or if I make the tiles like even like that, the tiles look weird. Like even like that, it's weird. Like, would you have that big of tiles, like actual floor tiling, that big in your house? Normally they're small. They're not like real big plates. But then if I do 32 by 32, like, this is okay. I see her moving. She needs a shadow though, because otherwise it just looks weird, but it's fine. She needs a shadow. I can try to find a way to cast the shadow dynamically, because I'm not gonna animate the fucking shadow. I'm gonna tell ya. So yeah. But like if I move her there, like tuck 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 tuck, I think it's okay. I think it actually looks good. She will need a shadow, that's for sure. But it actually looks okay. Same here, if it's like the pattern here, the small ones here are a bit too big, I concede. This is okay. Because this one like is 64 by 64. It actually looks way better when it's like that. Still want the styles to match. But this is just grainy. This is a bit clean. You know what? I wonder. Maybe having gradients would not be an issue. I'm gonna keep base here because I think it's important. I don't want to change the sprite of the character. I think she looks good. Plus, I'm really happy about the outlines. Like, you can see her pretty much everywhere. You can make out her pretty easy. So I think it will help in the game. But this is just bad. So I want to upscale that to be bigger. Because bigger is, but no. But that, or I want to change the color. Like, see how it is? It's like, it's a bit too grainy. I think I don't want to use that type of grain. I'm gonna change that completely. And I'm gonna try to recreate this idea of a gradient. You can see there are some gradients here. It's not exactly the same color. This is darker, this is not that dark, this is a bit darker. So you can make out some gradient, but I don't need it to be too much. And that will help me, I think. I think that's what I need to do. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. Let's keep base. Base is cool. Base is literally like. And I still want to keep in 64 by 64, honestly. I don't import her in actual reference because it's way easier to just do it like that, honestly. So yeah. So we want the same, but I want it to be bigger. Nah, actually, it wouldn't work. Like, this color is nice, so I don't... okay, so this size is nice. This size for the planks are too small, though. I mean, that wouldn't be an issue. And size for a plank are a bit small, it's fine. This one are... yeah. This one I change him later, but I really need to think of a way to make them... I want everything to have the same fucking style, and this is hard. You know, artistic direction is a thing. It's a job, and it is not my job. So yeah. But whatever. Still need to be able to do it. So yeah. Let's try to change that, and first let's try to change the palette directly. So using like actual colors for the borders that are like gradients and stuff, I think it will help. So this is dark, but this is not the darkest I have, honestly. Let's consider this is this one. Then I have this color, which is darker. Then I have this color, which will be darker. And then I don't see the difference. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't see the difference. Like, I see it. This is pretty much not the same, right? Okay, let me do a check. Okay, so they're all different, and I absolutely don't see the difference. So it's fine. If I don't see the difference, then it means it's not really... yeah. I think it's not significant enough. So let's just remove that one. Can I move? Okay. So this one corresponds to this color. Yes. So now we want the lighter one. This is not what I was. Same color. Just checking. Because we all know sometimes I can be a bit over the me. So yeah. So next color, this one. Then this one. And then I think this one, and we stop there. Why are you insulting me right now? This is insulting. Why don't you want to give me the right color I asked for? That would be cool. Okay, so I need this color. Funny. So yeah, okay. Cool. We have a gradient of color that I'm okay with. And same, this one will be the color in the middle. So now we want a gradient from light and dark, so yeah. Maybe this one can be a bit big. Nah, not bigger. So let's just start the darker one, and then we want the lighter one. Like that, and then lighter, and then and this one, why I don't know, but whatever. But that gives us an idea. This is the base color. This is a bit lighter. Apparently not. It's a bit lighter. Oh yeah, no, I know why. Yeah. This explains why. Let me do it again. So this is the base color. Don't see the difference. Then lighter. Then lighter. And then lighter. Easy. That gives us the ID. So this is what we want. I will remove. So I will just do it on this one because I can just copy paste it then. I still want the boards to be small because otherwise it's just like in terms of scale it would be weird if the boards are like ginormous, especially for this type of pattern. Like if it was normal 2x4s in a way, I wouldn't have an issue with that. Not with 2x4s because yeah, I'm not in the US, so I'm not sure you call that here, but yeah, whatever. Something like that. Like if it was like a big board and then you do like a wooden floor, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But yeah, surely. Okay, so I need to do this one. I am tired today. This one is removed. This one. Well, so now, fun part. So we could have something like that, but then it should be middle also there. Not really middle. This is what we want. So now, why? Oh. Okay, fine. I guess. So then, it's a bit better. I can actually move it. Yeah. Something like that seems okay. Would that work? No. That would be something like that, right? Make it follow the staggered pattern. I know. Okay. That's fine. Okay, fuck me. I can just do that for this one. It always takes so long. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Please. I'm so tired. It's not gonna be a long stream, I'm telling you. I really need to sleep after that. I went hiking, so I'm tired. I didn't know for long, but yeah, all the preparations. Really, it made me tired, but I mean, that's fine. Okay, so now, goal is we have this value. I want to be logical with my lighting. So how does they do that? Like, this is kind of like eye spots at the top of the board here, here, and here. Dark, 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 dark. Okay. So something like that. Like, these points on the board are like getting higher really gently, actually. This looks like bending. And this is bad. We don't do that type of shit normally. Yeah, okay. Four. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure how much pixels they give. Yeah, that's my problem. That's my issue. I think I use too much pixel. I think something like that, and that's at the worst part, I think. Nah. But then, since it's light, yeah, the light is kind of like radiating in a way. So, oh yeah, I know. Do that. And then I can just discolor here spots. Which makes sense. Then that's the one. And we would like to have most of it a bit darker. Try to do it systematically. Something like that. And then we can do that type of shading. Okay. Maybe having that type of lighting just for. Then here at the intermediate, the middle one, and then this one. So this one, sorry, which is the options. I would like to add some grain to the wood, but yeah, still have that. So this one part will be a bit darker, or maybe more like that, I guess. And then this one way darker. Doesn't look that incredible. Let's trust the process show. So this is the one that I'm okay with. Then we have that. I would argue doing that type of transition is okay. Then something like that, and one around there. How does that look from far away? A bit too smooth, a bit too flat, but then we can actually mix in the gradient, and I think it's gonna be okay. Too light. Too light, but like that. Maybe not that long. Don't laugh at that. This is not funny. I mean, it is, but don't. Please. Okay. That. And I think I can actually use these colors. Probably not, but no, doesn't look exactly. But then again, it's not that bad. Yeah. Okay. How does that look on Huawei? This is downgrade from the first one. The first one was good. This is a huge downgrade. Honestly. This is a downgrade. It's hard to capture the idea I want. Like, I see how they do it, but I don't want to do it exactly as they do. Otherwise, I could just use that fucking Tileset. But also, it's hard to capture, like, the essence of the wood, in a way. Like, this gradient works in a certain way. It gives the idea of light, but then I need to have everything like a point of light here or whatever. That's the thing that I need to do. But also, I'm not a fan of it. It's not particularly good. It could be so much better. Yeah. It's hard. It's complicated because I used the buzz battle, so I was like, I don't remember exactly the name of that song, but yeah. Okay. Still. Still, it's hard. How can I make it? If I still keep that idea, the grainy, how did they do that? To give this grainy... Where's my mouse then? How does they do that to give this grainy texture? They don't really necessarily... Okay. Oh. Oh, this is... Oh. Okay. I see what they do. I understand what they do. Actually, it doesn't seem like it was made like as traditional pixel art, first and foremost. That's for sure in my opinion. But it has been like downscaled and then fixed. That's what I'm saying. But whatever. But the way it works is like... Oh, also. And that's the same color. Just my eyes deceive me. But yeah, so what they do is to give this appearance of wood. They have some light spots, darker spots, so it looks like the veins in the plank, in a way, if you will. So this is pretty much what they do. So it's like, imagine I have like a really grid aligned line like that. And then here I could have a grid aligned line like that, for example. And then I could have this version that is a bit smaller. And then I could have this version that is in between in terms of light. And then here I could have the one that is like really dark. See? And then I could have this one. Okay, already. So already. There is something. Already there is something. Okay. Is it better than that one? No, because this one is a bit well made, but it gives the intuition of what I want to do. Which is good because, bro, it's not easy to do. So this color is, yeah, of course, fun, aha. This color is this one, so I can go lighter if I want. I can also go a bit darker, continue it. Same, this one is a bit too light. Perfect. Yeah, but this one is too much. Okay. That. Maybe not actually. Maybe just yeah, just like that. I like that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Could be lighter here. Then that. Then that, and then the darker one. So now it misses some thing that could be cool here, but I'm fine with that. This looks a bit better. It used some dithering technique in a way, but not necessarily completely true. We have this color, which is the base one that we know that we love. Considering this one is supposed to be dark, I want to give this part of the separation dark. Then I want to increase its color. Then I want to keep it like that. Then I want this one to just follow what's connected. You know what I mean? So no, this one should be like that, I think. If this one is darker, it should be even like that. This one should be lighter. And I would like to continue the light here. Then we still continue that. I want a light point here, really light, I think. Then we increase the lightness to break the monotony. Then I would like not to get exactly this one, but go down. Then we go that for 1 pixel. Then we continue in the dark one. And then we finish it off with a really dark here. How does that look from far away? So, this is better. In terms of, like, it's less noisy. It has some kind of like shading in a way. It's not necessarily accurate because there is too much light here compared to the group, like to the connecting lines, which are really dark. So it should be lighter instead of being lighter here. Like here, it should be a bit more, like it should be a bit darker. It should be this color here, I think. And then having it like that. So then we follow the light in a way. And so here it makes sense to have it like that. And to follow the light to a certain extent. And then having this one, which is like that. And so now, if I go up, yes, it makes insanely more sense. It's actually kind of cool. Specifically though, I would like it to be a tad darker though. Really? Okay. So something like that. Just so we have the contrasting effect. Yeah, this is insanely better. But it looks like a plank, not like a noisy mess, and it looks cohesive. I think we have a recipe. I think we have a recipe. And it's not that complicated to make. In fact, it's pretty simple. Because now, this one will guide how I put the light on, or at least kind of the shading I want to make. So I can actually use that. So let's use the tried and tested solution, which would be, this is the lightest one. Yeah, so it needs to be coherent, by the way. Something like that. That I can actually reduce in terms of intensity. And then continue to a certain extent into like that. And even, yeah, so it's a bit logical. So that gives me the idea that the light comes from that area in a way, which is not bad. I'd like a line, so these lines will always be, just so it makes sense, since they need to radiate, the way it will work is more like, how should I put that? Since the light, I want it to radiate from there, so you have this color that goes there, this color that goes there, so it will be lighter here, you know. You will have a light here, pretty much what I mean. This means also, logically, that the really light parts will stop there. And this one should already be like that, this one should already be like that, and in fact this one should be like that. And then it should already come down to something like that. And here it should even be dark, like actual dark. Same, if we define it like that, it should be kind of like that. Not gonna lie though, it's supposed to also be some sort of eye spot and stuff, so let's just do it like that, and then we can actually define the rest. So this is the part where it's supposed to be like this, just these points there will be really light, so we get the idea of, oh yeah, no, that was what I wanted to do. This is that. This part will be lighter, will be less light, and then we transition to the dark one, and then dark here. But then to transition correctly, this one should be like that, then this one should be like that, so it transitions a bit smoother. So then the color makes sense. Now for, if it starts there, it should also be there, by the way, so we need to do that for the color, but whatever. So let's consider now that it's supposed to radiate again, so potentially 3 is enough, then 1, then something like that, so yeah, then something like that. Okay, no. And then this line should continue. This line might be a bit lighter. That, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Then same, this one I would go like that. This one should be light like that. And should go down. Now this color is this one. I want some empty, but then follows the same line.
time here. I want to break the monotony a bit. Let's just increase. No, actually, let's just do it. It'll be better. This one should be dark though. Like it comes down from there, so it should be real dark. And since it comes down from there, it should come down like that. So it should be like that, in my opinion. Oh, actually, where should it went? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you should, yeah. Oh. This is when I want to connect that texture to make sense. So, okay. So now, yeah, like that. So I was not. So yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah. I want a low spot here, I think. Oh. But I want one here. There. Yeah. And I would like a high spot there, and this one should. The same, this one I don't care, but this one. Oh. At least there. Okay. In terms of color, normally here they're supposed to be lighter, lighter, lighter. So this is this color. I'm okay with this color for this one, and then they go dark. And okay, so this is my bad because no, they go like that. They go like that. Or actually, yes, so that's color. So whatever. Okay. But now I want this one to be. And I want this one to be. Do it light. And yeah. Cool. This already gives a good idea of what I want to do. Do we need something a bit more interesting? Yeah, I think there. Just there. Just a point there. Let me check. Because I want to know how that looks when you tile them next to each other. Of course. So, Control-C, Control here. Yeah. Yeah. So, my biggest complaint will be here on that one. The color should be there. But that's it. That's pretty much my only complaint. The rest is great. It's exactly how I envisioned. Perfect. So we can do this one. Yeah. I mean, the grid really helps, not gonna lie. you. So this is this blank, by the way. This is the blank. That's this one. And since I want the light to come from that, it means... Let me check, because I think it's important to check. So it makes sense. Since I want the light to come from there, it means the light. So let's have fun for a moment. It means so the light should radiate from that direction, so it should come here. It should happen here. It should happen there actually. And I want the spot to be there. So same. Something like that. For the radiating outglow. Something like that, and then something like that. I know I'm dithering and not really making the thing correct, but that's fine. Okay, something like that. And so this color should then transition to this one. And it should be the one. So we get the idea. See what I mean? And the transition is a bit smoother. And so keeping it like that, I think it's okay. And so we get that the light comes from there. So now, being that luminance, I think is fine. Pretty much even like that, but is better. Then this one should be like that. Oh, actually like that's fine. Then I would argue that all this part should be dark. We should have some fun here with the dark. This part should quickly devolve into darkness. In fact, I would argue something like that would make sense. And something like that actually. Then I take this one. This one. So then I'm gonna merge them, by the way. Just like that I have the same logic that is applied everywhere, which is a great help. Does that look from far away? Honestly, not bad. So now I can actually use that. Because it... Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. I forgot. But yeah, I forgot. Okay. Yeah. So then I can actually move it back. And I can do that. And now they're all connected.
In fact, if I
select them again and copy paste again and them again, yeah, perfect. Just wanted to be sure. So I didn't do this one, by the way, which is sad, but we're gonna go to it. I think we're gonna do these two because I need to do it for this one. I think this one should be actually okay. Let me check because I'm kind of not sure. So if I move this one, yeah, so it's this one, and then I can actually use it to my advantage because now I know it needs something like that, something dark here. Potentially you would want there, just so. No. Maybe just that. Yes, okay, cool. And same, I would say that, and then that, so. Okay. So, since I'm on the good layer, I can just do that. I can just do that. So now I have the good paint layer and everything has been edited correctly, so now I can select it entirely, do it again, and you get the points. And honestly, this looks good. Even from far away, this makes sense. This makes insanely good sense. Not insanely good sense. Because this one is already a bit darker. So it should be, at least. Then I get it. Yeah. If I do it like that, it's better. So you get what we want, which is all of this is connected correctly. Now these ones will be easier to do. I kinda want the lights, like I have a spot here, but then these spots here are still lighter, right? Let's just do it like that for this one. They won't be that interesting to look at, but I don't think it's a real issue. Maybe this one could be a bit light. Okay. Just these one. It's okay. 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 So it comes down pretty naturally, in my opinion. Yeah. Comes down pretty naturally, and in fact, spots can be dark. I don't give a damn. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And so then this should be something like that. Like, cool. So now I can have there. Yeah, I continue, but I want it to be lighter, and in fact, as much as it's coming to this part, it start just being this light. You know what? I want more there. Yes. Just this spot's really high. This one I want to break the monotony and it's like a low spot. Same. No, I think it's okay. Yeah. No, doesn't look good. Like that, it's okay. So this one comes down to this one. Oh. Yeah. So wait. Where does it come? This one, yes. So it should be like that. Yeah. Because this one comes from this one, so yeah, so this one is... So this, okay. I think I'm okay with that. Just... So now I can this one go there, there. I think it's okay. I don't think we need more. Okay, so this color here is contiguous. So this color to be this, and then this one color, I think like that, and then so makes sense. The way it looks, it should be like that, at least for there, and then keep it that, so correct. Maybe light it up here, but that's pretty much it. And then we keep that ID, so we have this as the light. This is not what I wanted to do, so this is the light. Again, I want another line probably there, I guess. And then just a separation here. So they're not completely connected. These lines should be that, I think. And then we continue to this type. This one is the one that I'm looking for. So this one is supposed to start there. This one is supposed to start there in the middle. I think, yeah, 2. So yeah, and I'm okay with this. And then continue this line. Same continuing this line. Same continuing this line. Not perfect, but I think we have something. I think we have something.
Hold on a second. I need to check.
That's gonna be the most important thing. Just checking. 1. And now, let's see. Let's see. Bro.
Whoa. So I just made that texture right now.
That tile. It looks
So much better
than what we had last time. Like, this is night and day. This is the texture we had before. This is now the texture we have. Like, let me... So, ignore this one. Grainy. A bit, like, noisy.
This looks like a wooden floor. In fact, it looks
Extremely well. Like a wooden floor. I couldn't be happier. The light is coherent on it. Everything is coherent, and even if it, like, even if it repeats, I think it's okay. It's so much better. Golly. Ah, I'm glad I did not give up. This is...
wow. It's night and day. I'm so proud of that.
Hi, Dara. How are you doing today? Ah, it's great. It's great. I can apply that same fucking technique for this one. It might work. But then I will actually apply it as a patch of dithering stuff. Directly. Anyway, I'm chapped a bit with that. God, this was unexpected, to say the least. Oh, I'm so happy about that.
I'm so happy about that. Like, come on.
Doesn't that look cool? That looks like a wooden floor. It took me 17 and a half iteration to get there, but bro, that looks like a wooden floor. That looks like a really good wooden floor. I'm so happy about that. Bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So now, the fun part will be actually playing with dithering here as well. But maybe not dithering, but maybe let's try the same tactic. So, where do I want the light to be? I want only one spotlight on the thing, on how I make it. I want it, you know what, I'm gonna center it. That's gonna be fine. So let's imagine the spotlight is there-ish. Okay? It's there-ish. Alright? So now, if I do that, and then that, and then we go there. So something like that. Maybe... Okay, maybe not. Nah. That doesn't work. I can't use the same technique because it's not diagonal. Diagonal worked well, but this is not the case. So we are gonna do something a bit smarter. We're gonna use some dithering. Something like that. Then we want to also convey that type of stuff here. Then I want to convey that same, probably something like that is wider, and then we want to yeah. How does it look from far away? This looks sad. From far away, this looks sad. This is sad. From far away, it looks pretty dumb. Question. How does that look if I select that? Okay. Imagine I select that, right? And then I rotate it. This looks dumb. This looks dumb, but it's okay. It means I need to do it differently. I can't use that same strategy of dithering and stuff. It doesn't work. It works on diagonal, but maybe if I have other brush of dithering. Yeah, but I don't have the space. The thing is, I don't have the space for that one. And I still need to be mindful about the scale. Like, again, if I take the character reference that I have here, if I decide to move her on that, already it looks way better than before, first. But also, it needs to make sense. Like, I don't have an issue with that size. These are too big, I think. Honestly, not really. I mean, it's fine. But I don't have an issue with that. For example, like you can... but maybe I'm just like trying too hard to have that shape. I could just take that floor that I made, change the palette, literally change the palette. Honestly. Honest to God. Change the palette and color over it pretty easily. Just map the new color to the old one pretty easily. And do in multiple woods. And have this one not used because I think, yeah, it's just gonna be an issue. I think this one is better. And then just having like planks like that and we're good to go. Honestly. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I'm just trying so hard to have that palette and it just doesn't make sense. Like to make this one, and I'm gonna feel defeated, but that's fine. Let's just move her there. You're nice, but in the way. So I'm just gonna be a bitch and I'm gonna copy that. The entire tile, I think. It'll be easier. And then the goal would just be to change the color of the palette. So it's gonna be easy. We need just 2 base colors and then do our fun. And that's fine. So we can have 4 type of wooden wood, or wooden floor, wooden wood. Wooden wood. We're gonna have 4 type of wooden wood, yeah. 4. So this is the thing. Because this one looks so great. It looks way better than what I did. Anyway, I feel bad because yeah. That's just me. And I need to make like big planks and I think it's okay. I don't need more wooden floor. I don't think it matters, honestly. We don't need a ton of floors. We can break the monotony of the floors using like carpets and stuff. I think it's fine. So this one I want to change the palette. So I will need a base color. That works. And then do the rest. So, as you can also know, the things that's called palettes, I don't. So, yeah. Just remove these swatches because so now we want another base color. The base color as they are there and there. So let me just take my take my hand. This is the middle part. Just to give an idea, alright? I'm just doing that just so we have an idea. The intuition of what the palette should be. So this is the base color, and then I have mine. So this is the base color, right? Okay. This is the base color. So now I want another type of color. Something a bit more interesting. Oh, I can select that, okay. So that's cool. I can actually use the colors in the palette, which is in the palette, in this thing, which is great because I want something like red like that, and maybe maybe a bit like darker, like this kind of color. I like the red. Which one should be the base red? I think this one. Like, let me check. It's the easiest way is to check. Okay, and for the side, I think something like that needs to be contrasting. Of course, I do that. And maybe not darker. Like something like that, probably. Yeah, and this time we're gonna be smart. Something like that, surely. Maybe not that dark though, but oh, this is nice. I like that. For the base colors, I like that. So we want this one, and we want this one. Yes. So now we have this one, and now we have this one. Just gonna do here so we have the same idea. Right. And then if I select this one, I want this color. I want next one. Then I wanted the next. So let me select this one. I want this color. Are they the fucking same? Or again, we're having fun. Okay. Oh, let me just check. Base color. Bit lighter. More light. Lighter. I don't see the difference between these two. But I see the difference between those two. So this is the thing. If this color, so then this one, and then this one. Oh, okay. And then this one. Perfect. Okay. So we have what I wanted. Finally. Okay. And now, same. This color. So, for the top 4, so 1. We increase the light. So yes. Then we go a bit further. And now we have all of those, though. I wonder if it will work. That's... maybe this is too contrasting. Maybe this base one should be a bit redder. Like, actually, should be like that instead of being orangey. And if I do it like that, then times use stylus. Okay. So now this color, the base one. Then I want darker. It's even darker. It's fine. So then we get this color, which is darker, and then this color. Where does it connect with that? No, it's not exactly. That's perfect. Then you want lighter. Cool. This one, I want this color, so I lighter. My color. Next one, purer. And then I the next one, which is even lighter, but it's still red-ish. So it works in a way. And now I can try to palettize. That could be cool. Can I select? Maybe you can't. Maybe. I would like to know if you can. It's because I don't want, like, I really don't want to have to, like, yeah, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it like that. Let's just do the selection first. I want to export. Doesn't work. Can I save? Can I export this? This is not my palette. I want to know how I can export a embedded palette. That would be cool. How do I export an embedded fucking... No, no, no. Really now? Did I... I love that there is no... I love that there is no, like... Do you really want to delete it? It just deletes it. I love that it does that because it makes it so much easier. Fuck me, dude. Pay to import the resource. Okay, cool. No. Okay. Fuck me. So it didn't save. But at least I have that. So I can get back the pallets. I hate my life. I'm gonna puke. Why are you doing that to me? That would be... Yeah, okay. Sure. My God. Oh, Team Charm, okay. That's why I was like, hey, I know this song. Okay. Goodness gracious me. We got back the pallet. Insane. We got back the pallet. Goodness gracious me. No, I want another pallet. Yeah, just that. My god, this was such a nightmare just to get back the fucking bullet back. Like, bro. I hate my life. Doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Okay. Too black. Too contrasting. Better. Okay. So now, finally, can we have the fun that we desire? Which is increasing the colors by 1. No. Stupid. Okay. When it does that, I swear to God. Why would you do that to me, you little fucker? So now, can I palletize that? Can I give an ID? I palletize that. Like if I save. No, the filter map. Palletize. No, palette. So we're gonna have some fun today. Because there is this shit again. I'm gonna lose my shit. Because it doesn't want to open the fucking palette stuff. Because of course it does not want to. And I don't know why. Last use. I don't know what the last use is. Let me save, let me check. The palette has been saved. Perfect. Let me save again. I'm saving like a madman just to be sure. And then we open it again. Golly, we're having fun today. When my tool does not work. So let me just take that and clean it by. Yeah, I don't even need it. Just do that and then up. Perfect. So now, same mode. Same mode. Yeah, I'm gonna do it by hand. Ah, finally. What's going on now? I don't get it. But I think the palletize is not working because it's using the first value of the pallets, not the rest. Bro. If only using pallets was not that fucking awful, that would be cool. That would be cool. If they weren't that hard to use, they would be cool. Because it's such a fucking mess to use, honestly. How do I fix that? I need to... Okay. I need to export it to wooden floor red. Just so I have it. Right. And then we're gonna painstakingly, one by one, remove, because if I select and I do sup, it doesn't work. As you can see, it ruins my thing. So I need to do it one by one. We're having so much fun. I'm not gonna move it top. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna move it top. I don't care. I don't care. Let's now do it again. So, such a trouble to use. Gain or insulation. So much trouble to use, I swear to God, I hate my life. See what I mean? Like... Doesn't want to open. Why? I swear to God. Like, I just want the palette. I just want the fucking palette. Let's me with the like. This is such a trouble. My God. So,
When it's starting to do something. Do you want to work today or no? Ah, I'm losing it. It doesn't want to work. And I don't know why.
Also, that's really fucking funny because I can't rename I can't rename them. Like, they all have the same fucking name. I don't know which one is which, by the way. That's the thing. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. My god. Ah. Okay, let's try that one more time. But this is so annoying, yeah. Fuck you. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna reload. I don't know which palette it is, by the way. Like, I don't remember which is the fucking palette I have. Because I have two. So this one is wooden 4 or the wet one, I don't know. But whatever. I'm on the good layer, cool. This is the thing that truly grinds my gears right now. Why don't you want to work? I'm not asking you to do something complicated, I want you to just show me the fucking palette thing.
Do I need to send you
To the Shadowverse or what? What the fuck? If I do that, my cursor changes. So it means there is a menu somewhere. Okay.
So now, let me guess. It works?
My god, it works. Though I'm in mode lab, which is not what I want.
Okay, so I might have...
Find a solution. The mod lab is an issue. RGB is better. And it's...
Not... Okay.
No, it's... No. It's the right one. Just the colors are not perfect. But it's the right one. Ergo, I can use that. And yeah, if I dither, it just looks weirder. or whatever. They're in the alpha. Okay. But the color is not. Huh? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, okay, so no, we lost some things. But I'm gonna have to do it myself, I don't care. I'm gonna have to do it myself. Because we lost things. So I can't palletize that shit, I need to do it myself. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. So whatever. So I'm gonna do it myself. It's fine. I'm gonna do it myself. But I'm not gonna do it that right now because I'm pissed of all the fucking problems I had like right now. I'm pissed. So I'm gonna stop there.
It just feels bad, man. But I mean, it's fine. We have still today made a better wooden floor, like an actual good-looking wooden floor, not a noisy mess. And pixel art. So I'm happy with that. I'm better at pixel art by just practicing, which is good. I'm happy. Still, Rida, fuck you. Today, fuck you. But yeah, it's fine. I'll see you on Monday. Normally we'll have a stream on Monday. I'll update you with the schedule on the Discord, on Blue Sky, and on YouTube. If this time YouTube is not against me again, because YouTube guys, you didn't get your schedule. Why? Because the fun part is YouTube decided to not let me upload the schedule this week. I don't know why. So whatever. So you didn't get it, but it's fine. You'll get it normally this week. So tomorrow, yeah, and tomorrow evening we will have a stream. Probably not. Oh no, you know what? Probably or probably not. Depends on how I feel and depends on the work I have to do for school this time. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday. Have a fantastic evening, people. Bye.